What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys. Well, it's another market watch today. If anyone new to the channel, if anyone doesn't know, I do market watches. We talk about the cards, whether or not you should buy them. Is it worth it? I mean, you ideally want to buy these cards and ideally want to sell these cards and make that money. Well, what I do is we go into the market. We talk about whether these cards are good to buy, good to sell, and we just break it down. We have a conversation about these cards. Now, I have a bunch of sets. Normally what I do is I like to go individual on cards, but we're just gonna look at sets. I think that's the best way to do it. I think for a lot of players out there, everyone's kind of looking at the newest set and figuring out what's the best way to approach these, because you want to buy cards, you want to hold them, and you want to sell them and make that money. It can be done in Yu-Gi-Oh! It has been done in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's being done in Yu-Gi-Oh! And will continue to be done in Yu-Gi-Oh! For anyone wondering why my voice sounds so coarse, I recently had COVID, healing, don't worry about it. I'm getting better every day. No, I don't want to go back to sleep and rest for another month. That's boring. I like making YouTube videos. Let's get right into it. All right. So, Brothers of Legend. Excuse me. Looking at Brothers of Legends, I can tell you right now, this set is going to be juice. I mean, Magician's Souls, Malicious Bane, Adjusted Gold. These cards right here are going to be the reason why this set's successful. If it says hero in its name, it's probably going to be good. Probably. That's like the golden rule with anything. Now, Adjusted Gold and Malicious Bane are getting a rarity bump in this set. So, obviously, my pick is these cards are going to be the most expensive cards of the set. Got hair in my mouth. Magician's Souls is, it's not a bad card, and it's definitely a card that is going to be a meta contender. But will it be short printed? Yeah, it's going to be short. Konami's going to short print it really easily. That's no question about it. All right. Look at the rest of the cards in the set. It looks all right. The rest of the cards in the set is not bad. I mean, Red Ice Fusion Ultra Rare is kind of nice. Red Ice Fusion only has a common and a super rare. Is the Ultra Rare $10? No. Is the super rare going to hold value? Maybe, maybe not. But the Ultra Rare is definitely going to be dirt cheap. Data Magician gets an Ultra Rare, cool. It doesn't matter. Everybody has a Secret Rare. That card, $15 for an Ultra Rare Data Magician, or you can buy a Secret Rare. Like, it makes no sense. This card's going to be like a dollar buyer special soon. Allure of Darkness, no lie, Allure of Darkness is like my favorite card in almost every set, because every Allure of Darkness, well, besides now that I got reprint this, it's gonna go down. But normally, what happens with Allure of Darkness, I don't know why this happens, but even the common after a while of no reprints goes to like $5. So when I see Allure of Darkness getting a reprint, I immediately run to it. If this card starts hitting dollars, I might even personally go in and buy a stack, because I think Allure of Darkness is such a dirt cheap card. Hopefully, it goes down in value. It did went down in value when it got a super rare reprint, not too long ago, and then it went back up to like $5. Like that, which is free money, and I do think Allure of Darkness is a great card, so keep an eye out for that one. I mean, once again, I think Phantom Knight Racket Gloves obviously good for meta. This is not a bad set. I think this is a great set. I wouldn't say this is like the, a huge set of the year. We're not talking Triple Tactics Talents, Forbidden Droplet, in a decor good, but it's definitely a good subset. Now, I always tell everybody when you watch my videos, if you want to buy these cards, please, please, please do not buy cases of these cards. Buying cases of a sealed Yu-Gi-Oh! Card set is the same thing like going down to your local drugstore and buying lottery tickets. It makes no sense. Like, you're gambling when you're buying sealed, you're buying singles, you're just getting what you want right out the gate. Now, you're probably saying, well, Malicious Bane and Just Gold's going to be money, right? Yeah, it's going to be. And it's going to increase in value. I mean, Bane was relatively cheap. And then it went up to, I believe, $140, $150. Like, what do you think is going to happen to this card? $70 is not bad. If you're complaining about $70, wait. It's going to hit 100 and change because it says hero in its name. Remember that. Okay. Looking at Burst of Destiny. This is, what I like about this, what makes this set so unique is, this doesn't have any big cards that are universally good. This has universally good deck. Okay, I'm sorry. Phoenix Enforcer. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. But this is really known for its decors, because the decors in Burst of Destiny are amazing. And obviously the starters look really good, but starlight value. Actually, no, you know what? Sword Soul Grandmaster Chizaxiaxio, whatever that goofy name is, $190 isn't that bad. Okay, so from the Flo and Doris. I'm calling them Flunders. Flunders decor actually isn't that bad. Obviously you got Snow, which is the most expensive one. But after that, it's actually dirt cheap. Because if you want to get M-Pen, yeah, it's $26 for the ultra rare or $12 for the secret rare. The ultra rare's like that because it was a sneak peek promo and nobody goes to sneak peeks anymore. Because you could get COVID and then go in the hospital and then everything sucks. Okay, so that's not bad at all. I like Ice Shade Tremora. I think this card's a sleeper, especially when we're getting new support soon. I think this is a really good card, but nobody's talking about it right now. But keep an eye on this card because I think this card is going to be the card that everyone's going to want to get in the future. So I'll say right now, I bought 3 already. I'm just gonna throw it out there. This is the card that I think you should get. I think a lot of players are not looking or respecting this card. It's huge. Evil Twin Trouble Sunny is not a bad price card, but the Evil Twin Core is overpriced. So if you get this, it's whatever. Then you got to get the other Evil Twin cards. And the other extra deck monsters, I think the other 2 of them are like $15 each. And you need 2 of each of those. Minimal. Like, not worth it. But listen, it's known for Sword Souls, which is arguably the best deck in the meta. Obviously, it's known for Flunders, which is really good. And to be honest with you, it has other cards like Masquerade Blazing Dragon, which is used in Despias, which is not a bad deck right now. I think Despias get better as time goes on. Beat Troopers get some little bit more support, which is pretty cool. This deck has a little bit of everything. So I really do like Burst of Destiny. Once again, it's not the be-all end-all set, but it's definitely up there. Okay, up next, Legendary Duelist Synchro Storm. Baron de Fleur used to be like $250, and people were buying them. What? Crystal Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. This card is dirt cheap right now. Look at this chart. Jesus, look at the chart on it. This card is $55 for a Ghost Rare. Now, if you understand how important that is, here, let me show you. Oh, it doesn't do it anymore like I used to? What? Okay, I used to type that in. And we should get all the older Ghost Rares when I get the newer ones. And somehow Ghost Morning's in there. Okay. Ghost Rares are insanely expensive. Like, insanely expensive. To see this card be so dirt cheap is kind of insane. Now you can go, well, V, look at that. Cross Sword is $50, right? No, it's not $50. This card's not $50. This card's like, where is it? $66, which is still pretty cheap. Ghost Rares are... Ghost Rares are collectible cards. They don't really have as much value, but when you get a Ghost Rare card that has a chance of competitive value, it has value. That's why I'm saying this card has value. This card's insanely cheap. I recommend if you can get one, get one. It's not the thing you should rush to. If you're in a trade and someone has it in their binder, just talk and try to grab it from them. If they can't get it for you, it's whatever. The price obviously is tanking, but this is a great card. So Baron's overpriced. Crystal Wing Cleared Single Dragon is definitely underpriced. I think event in time will go up in value. Literalist cards are worth a lot of money. Now, we have until January into the ban list, and more than likely, the bans might have cards coming out, and it could be anything. It could be something crazy like Max C, which is only crazy to those who don't know how good that card is and needed that card is in the meta, but that's a whole different story. It could be something like a Royal, Royal Prison, pay your life points against for summons. It could be something like Vanity's Emptiness, coming back. These cards stop special summons. Anything to slow the meta down is something that Konami can do, and then they'll make cards to speed the meta back up again. If you're playing Thunder Breeze, don't worry what I just said. Ignore everything I just said. Your deck literally naturally just goes, yeah, I don't need to listen to that. Which is why I like Flunders, but a deck core is still too expensive. Okay. Looking over at Lyralist, it's definitely another tier 1 deck of the meta. You can argue which is better, Lyralist or Sword Soul. I think Lyralist is most representative, whereas Sword Souls is just better. We've seen the stats. Sword Souls is winning more than Lyralist, but I do think Lyralist is definitely one of the best decks in the meta as well. It's definitely the most representative. A lot of players are going to it, but Sword Souls definitely is getting more dubs. Now, I'll tell everybody out there watching this video right now, if you have a problem with Sword Souls, I will have a video coming out talking about Sword Souls and how to beat them easily. In fact, I'll tell you right, one of the cards, Token Collector, it's like the best card to beat them. You drop Token Collector, they scoop. But once again, I'll do another video about that. The rest of the set, for the most part, is whatever. It's nothing crazy. You don't need to get it sealed. You go in here and buy the singles individually. A lot of great reprints in this set, I will say. But for the most part, if you want a card, you can buy it singles. That's the way to do it. Up next, 2021 Tins of Ancient Battles. Cross Designator being $42 is a gift that nobody's taking, evidently. Like, you need to have 3 of this card. And don't get me wrong, you can't really play it now. Some people are playing, some people are not playing it. Sure, it's like hit or miss. As time goes on, this card will get better. We know this because this card literally says, pick any card that your opponent's playing. If you can find it in your deck, they don't get to play that as a quick play spell. I think Cross-Out Designator is huge. I think a lot of players are ignoring the fact that it's huge because maybe they can't play it at the moment, but you need this card. Like, that's a crazy thing. Like the minute we get a meta in which, you know, people playing all the hand traps, which we can argue it could be this meta, could not be. I think it is, but that's on you. I think Cross-Out Designator is a phenomenal card. I think you should definitely pick up a playset. I grabbed my playset immediately because I realized how good of a card this is. Triple Attack Talents as an Ultra being $35 is hilarious to me. It just goes to show how badly this card is needed and how Konami needs to reprint this card as soon as possible. Same with the started, but Talents is definitely more needed. Zeus being $13 is kind of nice, giving the players the opportunity to grab Zeus. And the rest of this Megaton had great reprints. Does that mean you're going to buy a Megaton? No, that's horrible. You don't need to buy the Megatons. The singles are here. And, I mean, let's be honest. Unless you need Cross Designator Talents, everything else is dirt cheap. I mean, insanely cheap. You go ahead and grab the singles, order them online. It's 2 seconds. Dawn of Majesty. So people calling this set, and I quote, Dawn of Travesty. I like Despias, so I love this set, but I understand why everyone's upset. I think this set's still a really good set. Beat was debuted in this set, and so did Despias. I do think Despias, with new support coming out soon, will be better. Beat Troopers, I think they're great, as long as your opponent doesn't have a Nibiru, because then you just lose. But if you ran another card I just mentioned, Cross-Out Designator and Beat Troopers, Nibiru who? And then you just win. So I do like Beat Troopers. I think they're really good, but you have to have a right build. With that said, Starlight Dragon being a Starlight is kind of nice, but once again, Starlight prices. And this set also has Ready Fusion, which is a great card used in rogue decks. A lot of rogue decks love Ready Fusion. Everything else in this set is pretty much poop. I'll be honest with you. So yeah, Dawn Travesty, I get it. Okay, Lightning Overdrive. Obviously helped out Drytrons. This is, as far as like good card, people are playing like Ready Rose Dragon, which is hilariously bad in Sword Souls. And every profile I've seen of Sword Souls, my nose itches. Every profile I've seen of Sword Souls, the player specifically grabs Ready Rose Dragon and it goes, I'm going to be swapping this out. I've seen a profile of a player, I'm not gonna mention names. He did 2 profiles actually, because he topped both events. And in both profiles, he specifically grabbed Ready Rose Dragon and was like, I need to switch this out. And yeah, so if you're looking to play Sword Souls, you can skip Ready Rose Dragon. It's $33, and you just saved yourself $33. It's just hilarious. I'm going to get Amazements. I'm not sure if I'm in the only boat here, but I'm not paying $7 for a Arlecchino. There's some Amazement cards relatively cheap. You should be able to pick that up, but this card's kind of silly. Time Trick, it's like $5. I don't know about that. Dark Honest is great. It's $7. Honest and Dark Honest are really good in slower metas, and I do think Dark Honest is definitely a great pickup. I really wish this card was done as a Starlight rare. The artwork in this card looks absolutely amazing. I think a lot of players that don't think that this card's going to see meta play are insane. Dark Honest is an absolutely amazing card, but the meta's too fast for it now. Will the meta always be fast? No, we know this. Will the meta slow down? Yes. And a slow meta is Honest good? Yes. It actually did see play for a while, a long time ago. As a meta deck card. And not just like with Light Swarm, but like, what was it? With Hair Perfection, you actually saw play because you could search it out. And it was a threat. But with Dark Honest, I still think this is a phenomenal card. Definitely worth the playset. All right. Looking at Ancient Guardians. Prankatops was 100. I thought that was expensive. And now it's 150. And I'm like, that's still expensive. Skullmice, I think, is a great card to get. It's actually went down a little bit in value. Is it still down? No, that doesn't look good. Oh, we don't like to see that. Okay, I look at first editions. It's $82. And I thought that goes to $90. Not bad. I would get like 2. You don't need to get 3 anymore. As far as hand traps in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh!, unless we're talking Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, Infinite Impermanence power level hand traps, like those cards, obviously you want 3 of, don't get 3. because if you get slapped with a Cross on Designator, which is going to start happening more and more, you're going to be really upset. So I will start getting 2-ups, and that's a great 2-up to get. As far as everything else in Ancient Guardians, these CRs are dirt cheap. I think Trade-in's always been, to me, I think a great card. Any draw card in this game is amazing. Trade-in, I think, is an excellent card. A lot of great cards to pick up from this set. A lot of cards nobody's looking at. A lot of great opportunity in this set. All right, so we have Blazing Vortex, and if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I don't like Prosperity. In a lot of decks, I would always say it's only good in decks that care about the first turn, and we're in a meta in which decks care about their first turn. I'm gonna say that because it's true. Decks do care about their first turn, and Prosperity is needed in a lot of decks. I still don't like the card. I'm not a fan of this card, but it's definitely. But I'm not gonna lie to you and say the card's terrible. In this meta, we're seeing it in a lot of decks because it makes sense. You're seeing it in Sky Strikers. You're seeing it in Literalist. Some sorcerer players are taking out Pot of Desires and playing this card, which I think is incorrect. But then again, they probably lost 3 Moye and they're really upset and whatever. I personally think Desires is a better card, and if I can run Desires for Prosperity, I personally like to run Desires. But Prosperity is definitely a great card for this meta, and its price reflects that. I mean, we'll look at it and check on it real quickly. In the past 3 months, its price went from 100 to where it is right now, which is $132. It's really unhealthy in its price point, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's going to be stable. I doubt it'll be stable. But then again, I didn't think it was going to maintain 100. I thought it was going to go lower. There's going to be some retard in the comment section going, V, Prosperity, because he probably bought a place and thought he's really smart and suave. And that idiot doesn't know that Yu-Gi-Oh's a game of reprints. And his Prosperity, that's $130 he's going to hold until it's like 20. But whatever. I like Prosperity Starlight Rare, to be honest with you. I liked it when it was like 500. I'm serious. I was considering picking a play setup at 500s. And now it's like, what is it, at 7s? It's going down, though, but it's at 7s. So, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. Underworld Goddess of the Closed World is good. I actually posted this on my Yu-Gi-Oh! Facebook page. I posted that you should be getting this card. This card's really good right now. A lot of decks can bring her out, and a lot of players are caught off guard by Underworld Goddess. And if you can catch a opponent off guard in the game, that's pretty good. I think Underworld Goddess is a highly, highly, highly undervalued card right now in the meta. Right now, the cards are off around $24. If you don't have one, I would recommend picking one up. This is an excellent card. Remember when I talked about Evil Twins being insanely expensive? Now, I'm not even talking about the CRs. CRs are expensive, but they're CRs. Like, if you're running CR Evil Twins, yeah, you're a man of high value class. You smoke cigars, and you drink Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels does it right. If you're under 18, you drink Kool-Aid laced with Jack Daniels. Like, you're still a high roller if you have CR Live Twins, is what I'm trying to say. But I'm not talking about that. The Ultra Rare's like, look, this one's $20. What? This one is, that's not 12. What a lie. We're being lied to. Is it 12? Okay, that one's like 12 by a guy with 0%, 26 cells. Realistically, it's like $14. Okay, so we're being lied to. That's fine. Thank you, TGG player. Going back to it though, I do think that I love Justice Impact. I know a lot of people didn't like it. I like it because I thought the CRs are great. Phoenix and Unicorn being in there is amazing. I like Artemis. I'm a huge fan of this card because I like play Shadows. But I like the Live Twins. I don't own Live Twins. I want to buy them max rarity. But the kind of money you put in the Live Twins max rarity, you could put into like Sky Strikers max rarity. I'm not sure if it equates near, but like that's what I would do personally. And then once you max rarity Sky Strikers, then I would get you to go to Live Twins. But like, and Live Twins are great, but are they better than Sky Strikers? That's a hard one to answer. I think they might be, even though I like Sky Strikers more. Looking at the rest of the set, I think this is an excellent set. Obviously, Drytron's debuted in here. All right, looking at Phantom Rage. Phantom Rage card. You know what? I'll be honest with you. If you like Tri Brigade, Farrajet, look at this. Hold on. What? No, okay, this is wrong. Farrajet used to be $400. I remember this card was $400 for the Starlight Rare. This Starlight Rare right now, is $180. You need one Farrajet. One. For Starlight Rare, $180. When we go with Starlight Rares, I'll go with Starlight Rares later on in this video. That is criminally undervalued. I kind of want to buy it. If Farrajet hits 150, I'm buying it. I'm snap buying it. I'm telling you right now. And I don't even like birds. I own them, but it's not my favorite deck. But whatever, that's crazy. Alpha Master Beast Starlight Rare is worth a lot of money as well. Is it? Am I wrong? $160, not bad. I don't like this card as much, but it's definitely a good card. Rogue players, if you have a couple of bucks, there you go. I mean, I like the fact that Lulu's $2 when she used to be like $22 back in the day. Same with Fracto. All right, what we got here? Legendary Duels Rage of Ra. The Winged Dragon Ra Ghost Race would be like $500. Everyone freaked out and bought it because they're like, oh, but it you know, collectors. And they're not wrong. Collectors will buy into cards and they will pay top dollar. I guarantee you, when this card was going for $5, collectors were in there going, $5? Pfft, discount prices. Let me get one and add it to their collection because they don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! They have competitive collectors, which I am, and then there's casual collectors, which are their own breed. Casual collectors could have a max rated hero deck and random nothing, and you just sit there going, "What is this?" And they're like, "I just like heroes a lot. Don't talk to me about anything else." You got same guys with the waifus. I have a buddy who's a casual collector, and he has. I'm not even joking you. It's called a lolly deck. He's a big guy, so no one's gonna make fun of him. I make fun of him because I know him, but. He's a crazy dude. He has like the Mexican death goddess tattoo on his chest. Eric, you actually might have seen it in the car shop vlogs. If not, go check those out. He has a Mexican death goddess tattoo on his chest, like his entire chest. He's a psycho, but he has a lolly deck. It's nothing but anime girls, the deck, and yeah, that's it. And he's a casual collector. He will pay top dollar for lollies and don't care about anything else, just at all, and play his deck. Lose, he don't care. He's playing his deck he loves. As far as Winged Dragon Ra, the reason why this card went down in value is very simple. Collectors went in, bought it out, it held value. Every other rank of collector didn't care about this card. Rightfully so. The rest of the cards in this set are hilarious. Egyptian God Slime. Once again, this is the aftermath of what a collector would buy. And that's a good, this set is a phenomenal example of that. I don't think there's any meta-relevant cards in here. This is all just aftermath of a collector. So, looking at Cast Impact, obviously it's a phenomenal set. Appaloosa, Talents. This set was in. Oh, I'm sorry. No. We're looking at Starlight Rares. Okay. No, I was thinking about Cast Impact. Anyway, I'll get whatever. Starlight Rares. Starlight Rare prices have gone insane. I mean, Appaloosa used to be $1,200, and that was insane. And then everyone's like, "What are you doing, Appaloosa? Being $1,200?" And Appaloosa's like, "What? I'm $1,500 now." So that's what it is now. 15 bills for Appaloosa. This card is the most expensive Starlight Rare we have in the game. Right behind this second Starlight Rare to be released, so happens to be an Extract Monster, which is a bit of a pattern, which is Ivy Masquerena, which used to be $700. Once again, insane. But not as insane as its new price point, which is roughly around $1,200. Of course it is. And if you think these prices are high, we're not done with these cards. These cards will be hitting 2000s. It's just part of the journey. They're gonna touch it. I personally like Dogmatic Ecclesia Starlight Rare because I'm biased and I own one. I might pick up 2 more, but to be honest with you, I think the Starlight Rare will go down in value. I'm gonna be completely honest, and it won't tank in value, but it will go down because it's a main deck card, and I think extra cards will hold better value for Starlight Rares because they'll come in better conditions as time goes on, whereas main deck cards won't unless they're pulled and sold around as currency, which can happen. But for the most part, I do think that's the reason why we would see Wind Karma go up. We would see Stars Dragon go up in Area. Area's a really nice Starlight Rare, by the way. I kind of want to get the Wind Charmer Starlight Rares, but it does nothing besides like 2 of them. I don't know. Triple Tax's Talent Starlight Rare is it's just unreasonable. I want to place this card, and I paid I think $400 to $500, I believe, for Starlight Rare Talents. It's about 1,000. There's one guy over here with really crappy feedback. He has a playset for $800, but after that, it's $1,000 for a playset of Talents. That's kind of wacky. Starlight Rares, like I said, are becoming their own market, and obviously these are expensive. But then we go into like the criminally undervalued Starlight Rares. Lightning Storm used to be $300. It kind of spiked because it's seeing meta play. That's why you see it move up. Looking at Chow, I think it's kind of undervalued. I think this card, even though I don't like this card, it's good. It deserves to be up. Also should be up in value as well. Try to get Ferge. Like this card should be in value. We went to Seahawks went up on the value a little bit because of the support. And yeah, I mean, Book of Lunar Eclipse. Book of Lunar Eclipse should not be like this. Like, they did my card dirty. This card's, what is it, $85, $95? This card is a 3 of in a slower meta. All right. Number 39, Astral Utopia, was $500. Remember that? $500. You get yourself this card. All right, everybody. You lost about 20% value. The card's now $400, and rightfully so. No offense to anybody that likes number 39, Utopia Astral, that watches the TV show and it's like, but V, this is my whatever. It's a great card, and it looks nice. But as Konami releases more cards that, like the other Astral card, I think Levier, no, not Levier, Leviathan Dragon, number 17. This card obviously lost value, number 1. Number 2, this card doesn't see much play. And number 3, that's it. That's number 1. Number 2. Number 3, this card doesn't see much play. It's used in 2011 format, but no one's playing that format. I personally love 2011 format. I think it's a great format. People are starting to play 2014 format, but I think 2011 format is more fun. Even though 2014 format is really fun as well. Then we have Eternity Code. Once again, Access Talker is it going to go down in value? Well, it used to be 160. So its new price point is let me just get rid of these idiots that post pictures. I hate people that post pictures. Like, we get it. You have the card. I know you have the card because I clicked on here. Why are you posting pictures? Like, oh wow, you have a cute little card stand. Grow up. Like, get out of here with that crap. Card's about $100. And if you think, and in the essence of what it used to be, which is 160 to 100, it's not bad. And the only reason it went down is not because the card's not seeing play, because you got the Eldorado Gold Rare, Premium Gold Rare being 60, which the Premium Gold Rare's version, more than likely, will tank. It will go down. This card's going to lose half its value for the Premium Gold version. Doesn't look that bad, but it will lose half its value. Original print, Secret Rare, Axical Talkers will probably be anywhere from $80 to $100. That's where it's going to be. Okay. Secret Slayer, same thing with Eldich, by the way. You're seeing a lot of Eldich cards. Some lose value, some don't. The Conquistador, the Scar Sanguines, these are like $4. They've always been $4. They're not changing. But obviously, Eldich, the Golden Lord, is holding still a good amount of value. Ignition Sword. I love this set a lot for many reasons. 1, it has pirates. Pirates are pretty awesome. 2, it debuted Ignisters, and I bought the core when it was dirt, and then the core spiked. Strikers got Rose, which it didn't matter because at the time they didn't have Engage. Lightning Storm is insane. And like I said, I think this meta, Lightning Storm, is going to see a lot more play, as Yu-Gi-Oh players just need to clear a back row, front row in order to kill you. More than likely the back row. Sorry, Eldich players, and soon to be Altergeist players with Pukerevi coming out soon. Lightning Storm is going to hurt a lot. You better have your judgments, pay off your light points, or lose your back row and then just lose the game. And I think that is what's going to be happening soon. So it's called, I think Lightning Storm is going to get better, is what I'm trying to say. And if you don't have your Lightning Storms, hey, listen, if you don't have your Lightning Storms, it got reprinted. I think the Ultra Rare is like $40, right? 65. The Ultra Rare is $66. Just spend more and get the Secret Rare. What a jip. All right, Infinite Permanence. Can we say that if you find a Structure X Cyber Strike, you should buy it? Because the Structure X Cyber Strike, I don't know if it's good or bad. In fact, is there anything else in that structure deck? By the way, Imperm's $10 for commons. So that's Imperm. Is there anything else in here that's good? Let's see. I mean, you got Cyber Dragons, which I guess is a core, so there's that. But you get Imperm, and Imperm costs $10, and you go buy a structure deck for $10. So you can do that. All right. Then we have OTS packs. OTS sets are insanely expensive, and Konami's doing nothing to curb it, and they're more than likely not going to do anything. OTS stores are slowly starting to open, and if yours is open, you have a chance of getting these OTS cards that are insanely expensive. We'll go with Forbidden Droplet. Forbidden Droplet is starting to calm down a little bit. You can see it over here, the curve, but it's still insanely expensive. This card's still roughly around $270 each. Now you go, well, V, I'll just get the Secret Rare. All right. The Secret Rare, hey, look, it's starting to go down. It's only, this guy likes ducks, by the way. It's only $142 for Secret Rare. All right. OTS 14, Nibiru. Used to be $200. Don't worry about it. It's going back up. This card's roughly around $185. Maybe I'll hit $200. Who knows? Super Poly is criminally undervalued. And yeah. And then we have our current OTS set. If everything wasn't expensive, here's something expensive. Infinite Permanence. Infinite Permanence right now, Ultimate Rare, starting to have a down curve, by the way, is $283 for ulti imperms. Let me just say something about myself. If anyone doesn't know, I like max rarity stuff. I like getting everything max rarity. When a card price doesn't make sense, I don't buy it. Just because I like max rarity doesn't mean I like to spend money that stupidly. There's stupid money that I'll spend, which is max rarity. And then there's just like money that makes no sense because these prices don't make any sense. And if you're a seasoned Yu-Gi-Oh! Market watcher like myself, you know this card's not going to always be $283. It makes zero sense to buy it straight out. If you can pull it, cool. If you can trade for it, great. Buy it straight out, don't do. It makes no sense. So I recommend you do not buy this card straight out. Ultimate Rare Utopia being $23. Is it $23 really? What the hell? It's like $30. Not bad. I mean, obviously, I think Astral's the best rarity, but $30 for an ulti, pretty good. Festival for the Dragon Cycle is being used in Sword Soul, so that's why it's $5. And that's really it. Listen, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Market is insane, and we're not even done. We just talked about some deck cores. I have a ton of cards I want to go over, but this is only just deck cores. We lightly went over everything, and we're going to go over and grab some more cards. And there's cards that, once again, like I said, I think are great to buy, cards you shouldn't touch, and cards I think a lot of people kind of forgot about that do have great value. And I think as time goes on, we'll talk about it. Maybe you get involved in some. You don't need to buy any cards, by the way. I always put down below. Don't buy any cards. I'll tell you cards that are good and cards I bought, and we'll see if I made money or if I lost money. And maybe then you might consider it. So who knows? Anyway, Paisanos, it's your boy V, and you Paisanos. You Paisanos have a great day.